Today's cryptic crossword clue is, for example, an elephant over 50 reproduced 3 times. And I'm going to do my best to explain this clue like I normally do. But then at the end, I will address something that I think is probably a little debatable in this clue, maybe a little controversial. I am guessing that some people have come to this video with a bone to pick with me. I will address that. Will I settle it? I think unlikely, but I will certainly address it. The other thing I'll say is that Corey, who wrote this clue, said that he checked and there have been examples of elephants over 50 years old reproducing. He does his due diligence, Corey. This is not the first time he's been like, I fact-checked this. Anyway, let's look at the clue. The best place, I think, to start for this clue is with over 50. It's in the middle of our clue. It's very likely to be wordplay. It's very unlikely to be the definition because the definition is pretty much always at the start or the end of the clue. And over 50 seems like wordplay because 50 can just be replaced with its Roman numeral counterpart, which is an L. And then we're told that something will go over that L or around that L. It will surround it. It's a containing indicator. And so we've got L, that's one letter towards our 10-letter answer. And what's going on is that either side of this are just substitutes. For example, an elephant, we will need to find a 9-letter substitute and put that over L to get our 10-letter answer, which is a substitute of reproduced 3 times. And normally in a cryptic crossword clue, you would do the wordplay first and then you would arrive at your answer. But in this case, for example, an elephant, I just couldn't think what that would be. What is a higher level category to which an elephant is an example? How many answers are there for that? Too many. I didn't focus on that. I focused on reproduced 3 times. And I thought, well, what's a word that can mean you reproduce something 3 times? And I thought, it's quadrupled, isn't it? Because if you take one thing and you reproduce it 3 times, you get 4 of those things. You have multiplied it by 4. You have quadrupled it. That's a 10-letter word with an L in it. What's the word that if I take the L out of quadrupled, I get that could be an elephant? You get the word quadruped, and an elephant is a quadruped. And so the answer is quadrupled. Now, here's the debatable thing. If you reproduce something 3 times, have you tripled it or quadrupled it? I think you've quadrupled it. In fact, this clue started off by saying reproduced 4 times, and then I had written out on a piece of paper quadrupled and quintupled, because to me, if you were to reproduce something 4 times, you've got the original thing, and then you've got 4 reproductions of it. You have multiplied it by 5. And so I said, no, we've got to change this to reproduced 3 times. You reproduce something 3 times, you get 4 of it, you have quadrupled it.